Last week we'd asked for the number of sorties that on average the Ford and Ike have conducted since they've gone to the Israeli border. And on average I think it was about 50 sorties a day, which is pretty regular for an aircraft carrier. So given that there doesn't seem to be any indication that they're sort of having to do an notable amount more of sorties, can you give us a sense of why there continues to be a need for 2 carriers, and if we'll get any sense of or any timeline for when we'll hear whether the Ford will be extended again or not?
Yeah, thanks, Nancy. So I'm not going to get into deployment timelines or potential future ops and things like that. In terms of why those carriers are there, as you know, as I highlighted in my opener, part of this is working to deter the spread of a potential regional conflict. In other words, supporting our deterrence efforts in the region. And so in addition to the 2 carrier strike groups, we also sent additional aircraft into the region as well as air defense capabilities, all of which are intended to, 1, protect our forces, but 2, provide us with options should we need to respond to a wide variety of contingencies. And so certainly air power, being an incredibly flexible capability, provides you with the kinds of assets you might need to respond to, again, a full spectrum of contingencies. But again, right now, those forces are there to support our regional deterrence efforts and send a clear message that we do not want to see this brought into a wider conflict.
And then on a separate topic, on Monday, the French Minister of the Armed Forces said a frigate came under direct attack from 2 drones launched from Yemen. The U.S. has interdicted way more drones since that, but has made the assessment that U.S. ships aren't being targeted. Can you help me understand how the U.S. has made the determination and why it seems that the French have been more assertive in seeing these as a direct attack where the U.S. has not?
Well, I think, again, part of this has to do with the situation and why you're responding. And so if a drone, for example, I think it was a week or 2 ago, you had the situation where 3 commercial vessels were under attack, and the U.S. had sent a ship to respond. I believe it was the Carney. And so as those drones are heading towards the Carney, it's not clear whether it's heading toward a commercial ship, whether it's heading towards the Carney, but the bottom line, it's within the threat ring where that commander has to make a determination. So that drone will be taken down in self-defense. What you don't want to do is let it hit you and then say, oh, yes, I guess they were trying to attack us. So, again, we're going to be circumspect in that when we say we don't know if it was the intended target, but we do know that it presented a potential threat, and we're going to take appropriate action.
I guess what I don't understand is earlier the U.S. assessment was that you didn't believe that the military vessels were being targeted. So I guess that's why I'm a little confused, because the French seem to be quite certain that they were.
I mean, I can't speak for the French, and again, I'm relaying to you the information that we have.
I'm just trying to clarify. Is it the U.S. belief that those drones are potentially targeting U.S. Destroyers, the Carney and others, or is it that you don't know?
Well, they clearly present a threat, and we're going to take appropriate action in self-defense. The only other thing I'd offer is if you see the comments coming out of Houthi spokespeople themselves saying what they're attempting to target here. And so, again, the targeting of any commercial vessels in the region is a violation of international law. And again, we'll work with the international community to address these threats going forward. Let me give you some of your colleagues. Yes, sir.